Imagine a serene, vibrant garden bursting with life and color. Now picture this garden not only as a source of beauty, but also as a contributor to the health of our planet. Welcome to the world of eco-friendly flower gardening, a practice that harmoniously blends the art of cultivating stunning plants with the science of sustainability. This approach is all about reducing chemical use, conserving precious resources, and fostering local wildlife. It's about creating a space that sings with biodiversity while also protecting the larger ecosystem. By choosing native plants, implementing organic pest control, conserving water, and enriching soil with compost and organic matter, we can each cultivate a garden that not only beautifies our homes, but also contributes to a healthier environment. This is the power of eco-friendly flower gardening, and today we're going to dive into how you can make it a reality in your own backyard. One of the first steps to sustainable flower gardening begins with your choice of plants. When we talk about native plants, we refer to those that have evolved in a specific region and have adapted to the climate, soil, and local wildlife of that area. These plants have had centuries, sometimes millennia, to adjust to their surroundings, making them a natural fit for your garden. The beauty of native plants lies in their resilience and adaptability. Since they're accustomed to local weather patterns and soil conditions, they typically require less water than exotic species, which makes them a smart choice for water conservation. They're also more resistant to local pests and diseases, reducing your need for chemical pesticides and making your garden a safer place for beneficial insects and birds. Now you might be wondering, what are some examples of native plants? Well, they can vary greatly depending on where you live. For instance, if you're in the northeastern United States, consider adding the vibrant New England aster or the beautiful wild geranium to your garden. They're both hardy, drought-resistant, and provide a food source for local pollinators. Meanwhile, those in the Pacific Northwest could opt for the Western columbine or the Pacific bleeding heart. Both of these plants thrive in cooler, moist conditions and have unique, eye-catching blooms. And for those in warmer climates like the Southeast, the scarlet sage and the southern magnolia could be excellent choices. These plants are heat-tolerant and offer vibrant, fragrant flowers that will add a splash of color to your garden. Remember, the key here is to research and discover what plants are native to your region. Local garden centers, native plant societies, or even online resources can provide valuable information to help you make the right choice. Choosing native plants is a simple yet powerful way to make your garden more sustainable. Not only will they add beauty to your garden, but they'll also create a healthier environment for local wildlife and help you conserve resources. So, the next time you're planning your garden, consider going native. It's a decision that both you and Mother Nature will appreciate. A scene script. Pests can be a gardener's worst nightmare, but there is a natural solution. Our gardens can sometimes become a battleground, with us, the gardeners, pitted against an army of pests. But the solution to this problem doesn't have to involve toxic chemicals. Welcome to the world of organic pest control, where we fight fire with fire and let nature do its thing. Organic pest control is all about balance. In a healthy garden, pests and predators live in harmony. Problems arise when pests outnumber their predators or beneficial insects. This is where we step in, not with chemicals, but by introducing more beneficial insects. Ladybugs, for instance, are voracious eaters of aphids, while spiders prey on a variety of harmful bugs. By inviting these helpful critters into our gardens, we can naturally keep pest populations in check. Another method of organic pest control is the use of homemade sprays. These can be made from common household ingredients and are often just as effective as their chemical counterparts. A simple spray of water and dish soap, for instance, can help control aphids and mites. Or you could try a spicy hot pepper spray to deter larger pests. Remember, the key is to use these sprays judiciously, so as not to harm beneficial insects or the plants themselves. But perhaps the most important aspect of organic pest control is prevention. Healthy, well-nourished plants are less likely to succumb to pests, so focus on building a strong, vibrant garden, and you'll find that you have fewer pest problems to begin with. Chemical pesticides are not just harmful to pests, they're harmful to us and our environment. They contaminate our soil, our water, and can even make their way into our food. By choosing organic pest control methods, we're not just protecting our gardens, we're also protecting our planet. Embracing organic pest control is a vital step towards a healthier, more sustainable garden. Remember, a garden is not just a collection of plants, but a miniature ecosystem. Let's do our part to keep it in balance. Water is a precious resource, and in our gardens, we can make a difference. Conserving water isn't just about saving a valuable resource, it's about creating a healthier, more vibrant garden that thrives in harmony with nature. One of the most effective ways to conserve water in the garden is through rainwater harvesting. This method is as simple as it sounds, collecting rainwater in a barrel or other container, and then using it to water your plants. It's a win-win situation. You save on your water bill, and your plants get to enjoy natural, untreated water. But rainwater harvesting is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many other ways to conserve water in your garden. For instance, consider the way you water your plants. Traditional sprinkler systems can waste a lot of water through evaporation and runoff. That's where drip irrigation comes into play. Drip irrigation is a method of watering where small amounts of water are dripped directly onto the soil around your plants. This not only reduces water waste, but also delivers water directly to the plant's roots, where it's most needed. It's a simple change that can make a big difference in your garden's water consumption. Another technique to consider is mulching. By adding a layer of mulch around your plants, you can significantly reduce evaporation, helping the soil retain moisture for longer periods. Plus, as the mulch decomposes, it enriches the soil with organic matter, providing a double benefit for your garden. Finally, don't forget about the power of plant choice. Choosing plants that are native to your area or that are drought-tolerant can drastically reduce the amount of water needed to keep your garden thriving. In the end, every drop of water saved counts. And remember, by conserving water in your garden, you're not only helping your plants but also contributing to a more sustainable world. As gardeners, we have the power to make a difference, one garden at a time. By conserving water in our gardens, we contribute to a more sustainable world. Healthy soil is the foundation of a thriving garden, and it all starts with compost. When we think of compost, we might picture a heap of decomposing kitchen scraps, but in reality, it's much more than that. It's a vibrant living ecosystem, teeming with microorganisms that transform organic waste into a nutrient-rich soil conditioner. Composting is an eco-friendly practice that not only reduces the amount of waste going into landfills, but also replenishes the soil with essential nutrients. It's like giving the earth a vitamin boost. And the best part? It's easy to do right in your backyard. Start by gathering organic matter, such as vegetable peels, coffee grounds, or fallen leaves. Avoid using meat or dairy products, as these can attract pests. Then, layer these materials in a compost bin or pile, alternating between green materials for nitrogen and brown materials for carbon. Over time, with a bit of turning and some patience, this mixture will break down into a rich, dark compost. But compost isn't the only way to enrich your soil. You can also add organic matter like well-rotted manure, leaf mold, or worm castings. These materials improve soil structure, increase water retention, and provide a buffet of nutrients for your plants. And let's not forget about cover crops. These hard-working plants, such as clover or rye, can be grown in the off-season to protect and enrich the soil. They prevent erosion, suppress weeds, and when turned under, add organic matter back into the soil. By enriching your soil with compost and organic matter, you're not just feeding your plants. You're nurturing a whole underground network of bacteria, fungi, and other microscopic life forms. These tiny creatures play a crucial role in making nutrients available to plants and maintaining the overall health of your garden's ecosystem. So next time you sip your morning coffee or rake up fall leaves, think about how these everyday materials can be transformed into a garden superfood. Remember, a rich soil is a fertile ground for a flourishing garden. We've explored the many ways you can make your flower garden more eco-friendly, from choosing native plants that require less water and are more resistant to pests, implementing organic pest control methods, conserving water through rainwater harvesting and drip irrigation, to enriching your soil with compost and organic matter. It's clear that each of these practices plays a significant role not only in creating a vibrant, healthy garden, but also in preserving the health and beauty of our planet. But knowledge alone doesn't bring change. It's the action that truly makes a difference. So let this not be the end of your journey into sustainable flower gardening, but rather the beginning. Let's put these practices into action. Let's grow gardens that are not only beautiful, but also kind to the earth. It's time to get out there and create your own sustainable paradise. Let's make our gardens and our world a healthier, more beautiful place to live.